We are live with episode 33 of Vindication. My name is Alexander Shaw. I am joined by Jay Scott, and we are just freshly removed from battle lines, and we are in the start of the Supremacy Cup here in Vindication. And let me tell you, Jay, this is one of the most exciting times of the year.
I completely agree, and look, you have a little bit more experience with the Supremacy Cup than me, so I'll step back and let you explain to all of our wonderful CWL viewers how this thing works.
Yes, it's going to be 15-minute time limits for a round-robin tournament. Every win is 2 points. A count-out win, though, is only 1 point. And I think draws also only nab you 1 point. So you've got a lot of... It's one of those things where it's unlike a standard single-elimination tournament. It's not a sprint. This is a full-fledged marathon between now and Supremacy.
The opening match of Vindication is set for one fall and is part of the Supremacy Cup. Introducing first, representing Starjammer LLC, weighing 195 pounds, from Sapporo, Japan, the Shoot Fighter Princess, Yui Nishimura.
And here comes, of course, Yui Nishimura, one of the greatest members, well, of course, they're all great, members of Starjammer LLC, the premier faction here in CWL. But, you know, it's a little unfortunate, but Yui Nishimura did lose her title challenge to Rox just a few weeks ago, just 2 weeks ago, actually, at Battle Line. So I'm hoping that she can recover a little bit of that lost glory and get some momentum going in the Supremacy Cup going right here.
And her opponent, weighing 150 pounds, from Grand Rapids, Michigan, Danielle Wright.
And Danielle Wright is making her way down to the ring now, and if you want to talk about people needing redemption, you look no further than Danielle Wright with this match. This is her fourth outing against Yui Nishimura. She has yet to beat the J-Pop Shoot Fighter. And I've got to ask, is there any better time for you to turn up the gas, for you to really bring the heat than the Supremacy Cup?
Look, I obviously have a vested interest in the outcome of this match. I think that if Danielle Wright is able to kind of find some hidden gear that she wasn't able to during her brief rivalry with Yui Nishimura, it would really benefit her, especially going into something as competitive and important as the Supremacy Cup. But I gotta say, I foresee another Yui Nishimura win coming out of this match. But Danielle Wright was able to get that early offense with the lariat. Nishimura turns it around, and a nice shoulder charge takes her to the ground. Some classic wrestling offense to start off this thing. And following up with a nice takeover. Look at that, just slamming the back onto the canvas.
Yes, and as we see Yui Nishimura continuing to target the arm, I just want to remind the folks at home that this tournament is going to be running from this episode here to essentially all the way up until the episode just before Supremacy of CWL. So you're not going to want to miss a single week of this as we follow the action. And these women, you've got to wonder with how the mindset changes as, do you go all out for this match, or do you try to conserve some energy? Because you might have a match that's equally as difficult just next week.
I agree completely. I mean, as you mentioned before, this is very much a marathon. You can put all you have on the line here to defeat your first opponent and get those key points, but that might not, that might actually turn into a disadvantage if next week you've used all your energy. And lest we forget, strategy is of the utmost importance, as every winner of the Supremacy Cup has gone on to win their title challenge at Endgame. You gotta think that all these people have their minds firmly set on that sole prize of winning the tournament.
Yes, of course, the winner of each block, so to speak, in the Supremacy Cup does get to face off at Supremacy in an Iron Woman match, and the winner of that goes on to Endgame to fight a champion of their choosing. So for every every challenger that has won the Supremacy Cup has come out victorious. Cal Valen, Holly Queen, Gulk Attack, a who's who, a murderer's row of champions here in the CWL, and I'm sure both Yui Nishimura and Daniel Wright would love to punch their name up into that Hall of Legends.
I completely agree with you. And when you're looking at these two women, they are both relatively new to CWL, have come here in Season 4, going for the pinfall, not quite able to get it, but they were both here for the monstrous reign of Gulk Attack earlier this season, a man who got that momentum by winning the Supremacy Cup, and you've got to be thinking that in both of their minds right now, they're thinking that they could be in the same position that he was in just a few months ago.
But at the same time, and with all due respect to Yui Nishimura, she knows how quickly momentum can run out, and that's the thing you don't want to risk. We saw it last season. Oh, wait a second! Kicking it! Right across the jaw. I think Yui Nishimura is looking to put this one away early.
Absolutely, not even 3 minutes, and she's going for the big one, loading up that #1 hit right across the jaw.
Into the cover, hook up the leg. Is that enough to put Daniel right down? And it is. Yui Nishimura picks up for the first win of Supremacy Cup. And you saw, like
amazingly record time there. Fantastic job from the J-Pop shoot fighter.
And like you said, in quick time, but at the same time, that's how these Supremacy Cup matches have to go. You've got to throw everything you've got at an opponent as quick as possible, because you do not want this to go long, and you do not want this to risk going to time limit. Yui Nishimura with a smart win here tonight.
The winner of the match, the Shoot Fighter Princess, Yui Nishimura.
Well, I was going to say that Yui Nishimura knows more than anyone that momentum can run out at any given time, and she just re-kickstarted her momentum with that win over Danielle Wright.
Absolutely. Look, Alexandra, I would say my distaste for sitting next to you on the commentary table is made up for the fact that I'm so excited to be back here for all of this amazing CWL competition. We just saw a great win from Yui Nishimura, which, I can't lie, definitely boosted my spirits a little bit, but we're jumping straight in to this next incredible tag team match with two members of the FFF, of course, Colin Prince and Chris Princess, going up against Xander Woods and Garnett Court in a bit of tag team action.
Yes, and we saw that Chris Princess helped Colin Prince achieve his first win of the season at that Battle Lines match at Battle Lines, but could he get his second win of the season here on Vindication in this tag team contest?
The following tag team match is set for one fall. Introducing first, Chris Princess, Colin Prince, the Fabulous, Furious Freaks.
And here come down the Fabulous Furious Freaks, Chris Princess and Colin Prince. And this is, I think, one of the first time we've seen them as a straight-up tag team, a duo. But they were a very effective team at Battle Lines as half of the men's Battle Lines team. Colin Prince not pick up any eliminations, but Chris Princess getting 3 of the total 4 eliminations for the team.
Absolutely, and as you mentioned before, they worked as such an effective team over the course of that Battle Lines contest. I mean, do you remember how fluid the tag team work was when Colin Prince would toss someone into the corner, immediately make that tag to Chris Princess? I mean, they were on a level that, quite frankly, I did not think they were going to be able to reach, and I think they are going to achieve similar heights here against the team of Garnett Court and, of course, Xander Woods.
And their opponents. Introducing first, Xander Woods.
And here he comes, of course, the barefoot legend, Xander Woods himself, coming out here sporting his iconic look. The look that the CWL fans have fallen in love with. And, you know, the question is, will he be able to get a little bit more success than he's experienced recently over the course of Season 4?
I guess that's the million-dollar question. I mean, I know there were fans that were clamoring for him to be in that Battle Lines ladder match to get a shot at the YouTube or Twitch title, and it just didn't pan out. But, I mean, if he can pin Chris Princess here tonight, you've got to feel that maybe he'll be put into that conversation for the YouTube title.
It's very true. I mean, let's look at what he has got to go, what he's got to gain going into this match. He wants to earn that momentum against such an established team, such a hot team as the Fabulous Furious Freaks, and he wants to do it with Garnett Court to decide. Do you think that maybe a YouTube championship run is kind of what he's looking for, or maybe even an opportunity at those tag team championships?
It very well could be. I mean, anyone would love a shot at any title here in the CWL, but Xander Woods, he's someone who, you know, he started his career here in the CWL as a tag team, and I think not a lot of people know that Xander Woods is quite the tag team competitor. It's just he's not had a stable tag team partner to get a solid run going.
And his tag team partner, Garnett Court.
And here he comes, the man who, of course, was able to defeat Tommy Hazard in that one-time only match, that glimpse of success as he reached his hand towards that hypothetical brass ring. Maybe he looks to reenact some of that success here tonight against the Fabulous Furious Freaks.
I mean, I feel like we bring up time and time again, oh, he beat Tommy Hazard, he, you know, has all the talent in the world, but outside of what I think we can honestly call a fluke win, what have we seen from Garnett Court? He needs to show something big here tonight against Chris Princess and Colin Prince, because I think, much like Xander Woods, he has not had a lot to show in terms of success.
I completely agree with you, but I feel this strange sense of obligation towards Garnett Court to bring up whatever accolades he has, and it's just kind of that one. So I feel like I would be doing him a disservice by not bringing up that one point whenever I see him, because it's kind of all he has behind him. But hey, what if he wins tonight? That'd be cool.
That would be good for him. I mean, again, even though this is their first outing as a tag team, a win over any combination of the FFF is a big win. And Xander Woods immediately dodging the crossbody, looking to sort of show that he's not here to mess around.
Absolutely, and especially after getting that kick nailed right to the knee, it's going to be hard for Xander Woods to recover that momentum that he gained in that first couple of seconds in this match. But now, oh, look at that. Oh, just tossed onto the ground after having to release that headlock.
Chris Princess just sending him to the ground again. Almost toying with the shoeless wonder is Chris Princess.
Absolutely, and the position that they were in, it almost looked like Chris Princess was teasing him with maybe the possibility of going for that extra dirty deeds, but decided not to as a way to kind of mess with his psyche. And now maybe looking to toss him back into the ring. Oh no, nails the low kick. Picks him up.
Powerbomb position. Chris Princess looking to send a message at the expense of Xander Woods there. That powerbomb and then just whipping him into the apron, the hardest part of the ring. As now up to a 9 count here. And just the open hand slap from Chris Princess and now just laying him up with the strikes.
And that leaping slam there, almost a modified sleeper slam. Going up, turning him around in a beautiful belly-to-belly suplex. Perfect technique there from Chris Princess. But now it looks like he's attracted the ire of Garnett Court as he's lifted up and planted down on the outside with that vertical suplex.
Up to a count of 14, and Jay, we've spent more time outside of the ring in this match than we have inside of it. Count of 16, Xander Woods needs to get to his feet and get in the ring. Chris Princess egging him on, and Xander does break the count in time.
But it's not enough to get that edge on Chris Princess. Oh my goodness, look at that. Going for this stomp combination, just drilling the boot into the sternum, into the gut of Xander Woods. And now Colin Prince looking to eagerly follow it up, kind of following on the disciples of the leader of the FFF. And they just keep making these frequent tags, battering Xander Woods again and again. And what are they looking for here? Oh, what a drop kick.
What a drop kick indeed, as now Colin Prince, the legal man, looking for his first pinfall of the season, not able to get it as Garnett Court breaks it up.
Now got him up again. Just mat slam, plants him down.
And now here's, I guess, sort of two guys that at the start of the season were at very similar, wavelengths of two guys that desperately needed a win and weren't able to get it. But now it seems Colin Prince, a one win isn't necessarily a roll, it isn't necessarily a winning streak, but it has sort of changed things up for Colin.
It has indeed. But it certainly hasn't helped him get out of this devastating chin lock that he was just put in by Xander Woods. He's going to need to step things up a little bit more. Oh!
Curb stop by Xander! Into the cover, hook the leg. That might be enough to do it. 2! No.
I was going to say, and speaking of stepping things up, Xander Woods just stepped down aggressively on the back of his head.
Yeah, Xander Woods has put many men away with that curb stomp, but Colin Prince is still fresh in this match.
Here he goes, dropping the elbow right across the chest.
And now sends Colin Prince over the rope there.
I'm not sure how wise that is. If I was Xander Woods... Go on.
I was going to say, it looks like he wants to take this to the outside almost. We saw him go outside with Chris Princess earlier. I think maybe Xander Woods might feel maybe more comfortable in no man's land.
Well, we know how he likes to get a little bit hardcore, but I gotta say, I think that Xander Woods' focus right now should be firmly on making a tag to his fresh partner. I think that sending him to the outside was a big mistake, and one that as we saw and as we're continuing to see, Colin Prince was able to capitalize on to cut the ring in half once again.
And now targeting the feet of Xander Woods. And now Colin Prince sends him into the corner. What does he have in mind here for Xander Woods as he turns him around? And now tosses him out the corner. Colin Prince going up top. Big dropping punch. And a drop kick. Ducks the line. Double foot stomp just caving in the chest of Xander Woods.
That was so impressive. Oh my goodness.
But now here comes the big man of the duo, Garnett Court.
Looking to lay the power on, but Colin Prince is a little too crafty, able to drive the elbows in. Oh, but he's caught with that leg sweep there.
That kitchen sink drops Colin, but now the right hand throws him into the corner. Chop to the chest, running off the ropes. Colin Prince, a little ball of energy.
Little ball of energy that is dealing some devastating results. Nails that low drop kick right on the ear of Garnett Court. I said earlier he is the fresh man, but that is certainly going to put him past his expiration date a little bit.
Yes, and now the backdrop driver connects, dropping Garnet Court right on his neck, dragging enemy territory. That might be enough. No, only 2.
Picks him up. Maybe looking to make a tag out to Princess with a little bit of tag team action, but no! Garnet Court too quick! Catches him with the kick! Able to get him back in the corner! Is this the break that the team needs? No! Colin Prince able to catch him again!
Able to catch him again. And now tagging in Chris Princess. The tag team work of Chris Princess and Colin Prince has been something to behold in this match.
It has been absolutely, I would go so far as to say flawless.
And now Garnet Court gets sent to the outside by Chris Princess.
Sliding out of the ring there. Sends him back inside.
And now Garnet Court egging on Chris Princess. Chris sends him into the corner.
Not sure how wise that is, considering how they've done in this match so far. And now it looks like Chris Princess is going to respond to that challenge in kind. He's loading it up. He has him in position. It's the thought that counts. Kick right below the belt.
And now Garnet Court is not in a good way in multiple ways. And now Chris Princess, I think, looking to end it here. Looking for a tag to Colin Prince, possibly.
He's waiting for Garnet Court to get in position, I believe, for whatever kind of punishment he wants to deal to him next. And we know what kind of a manipulator Chris Princess is. Just kind of toying with him there. Nails the suplex. Turns it around. We know what he's going for. The true Purple Rainmaker.
And that connects flush. Colin Prince is in to block Xander. But Garnet Court kicks out. Xander wasn't even needed.
Prince able to capitalize anyway on Xander Woods' sudden entrance. Sends it to the outside. A little bit more offense, and Garnet Court will finish this match off for good. And nails him with the backdrop driver there.
And maybe Chris Princess learning a bit from Colin Prince's playbook there with that backdrop driver. And now the kick to the top of the dome piece goes for the bicycle knee strike, not able to land it. And now the single leg Boston Crab is locked in.
Oh my goodness, the unimaginable pain racking Chris Princess right now. I have no idea how he was able to collect himself to fight out of it. Garnet Court rolls out of the way of that strike, nails him in the gut, hooks him up, and look at that, what a hip toss.
That single arm butterfly suplex there. And now Garnet Court looking to take Chris Princess for a ride. Tossing powerbomb, nearly throwing him into the buckle.
Catching the back of his neck on the ropes. That is ugly.
And now got him up on the shoulders. Garnet Court with that big driver into the center of the mat.
Devastating cross-legged Samoan driver. And it looks like Colin Prince doesn't feel that his intervention is necessary. And he was correct, as Chris Princess was able to kick out after the count of 2.
Chris Princess has instilled a lot of faith in Colin Prince. Colin Prince had all the faith in the world that Chris Princess was going to get out of it. But now, can Garnet Court get out of this mandible claw currently locked in by Chris Princess? And he is able to with a swift knee to the back of the head.
I mean, when all your attention is focused on the head and arm area, the last thing that you're expecting if you're Chris Princess is to receive that knee to the back. And now, double back body drop from the team of Garnet Court and Xander Woods. And Woods is once again the legal man.
Yes, and now Chris sends him into the corner. And now I think he's looking to set him up once more in prime position. And after all, Jay, it is the thought that counts.
Garnet Court got a little taste of that earlier. Now it looks like it's Xander Woods' turn. I gotta say, I don't see things going well for the team of Woods and Court.
And now in comes Colin Prince. Drop to hold, elbow drop, the most deadly combination in the business. And I think Colin Prince is just looking to pick up the scraps now. Got him set up for the knife powerbomb.
Extremely devastating, just smashing him on the canvas. And oh my goodness, at the last fraction of a second, Garnet Court able to intervene. Chris Princess was not able to stop him.
And now Colin Prince, what is he looking to do here? He's going to the outside of the ring. I think he's looking to just chase off Garnet Court, but keeping it smart, keeping it to the task at hand. Wait, belly to belly, Xander Woods gets out of it. It goes for the Enziguri. Colin Prince knocks him off. Punch right to the head, but Xander Woods goes around. The kicks to the knee brace of Colin Prince, targeting the weakened area.
Trying to knot up the quadricep as well. Oh, look at that. Just inverted DDT, dropping him right on the knee.
And now Xander Woods has got him up. Burning Hammer!
I would never take the joy of calling a burning hammer away from you, Alexandra. And now tossing him into the corner. Nails him with the kick. Oh, look at that. Flying right in the face of Garnet Court. Almost knocks down the referee.
And now these two just going back and forth. Both men jockeying for control. Both men wanting to keep the other in the enemy corner. And now Xander Woods giving a bit of payback to Colin Prince here.
And look, if it works, it works. They can steal, copy whatever tag team techniques they feel is necessary to get the win over their opponents. And the question is, will Colin Prince have the resiliency, have the pure force of will to kick out after receiving a drop kick right to the stomach? Oh my goodness.
And Colin Prince tried to make the tag into Chris Princess. Xander Woods running interference. But Colin Prince is able to kick out.
Following up with that arm breaker right across the shoulder. Oh, went for a slap. Oh, but that high kick from Garnet Court caught him right across the jaw.
And Colin Prince again just going back and forth now with Garnet Court, picking him up, turns him around, backdrop driver.
Looks for it. 1, 2. And there we go. The team of the FFF scores the victory over Woods and Court.
And Colin Prince gets his first pinfall of the season.
Darlings, I am disappointed. Not in the results of Battle Lines 4, but rather a member of Team Vindication. You see, Team Vindication was supposed to have an advantage. That advantage's name being Edward Bronson. Yet, he got 1 elimination. The man that was supposed to win us the entire match got us 1 elimination. And granted, that is much more than past Team Vindication members could ever say they got. But let's compare that to Team Vindication's captain. 3. I got 3 eliminations. And the advantage that was supposed to win us the match got 1 elimination. And quite frankly, darlings, that has made me realize that this man, this monster, is simply a veil of smoke and mirrors. Because once you peel back the mystique surrounding the man, he's just a pile of muscles, a pair of suspenders, and 1 move. And that move clearly isn't effective anymore. And to prove that, darling, I'd like to throw down a challenge. You see, I have a willing volunteer who would like you to attempt to lock in the bloke breaker and see what happens. That volunteer? His name is Colin Prince, and I am very confident in his abilities. So, next week, come out to the ring and just try to lock in the bloke breaker on Colin Prince. See what happens. Darlings, before I go, I have one more thing I'd like to discuss. And that thing is not Brubble. Brubble, I could not give less of a shit about your whining about big, mean old princess trying to separate you and your best friend. What I do care about is getting what we are deserved. And quite frankly, darlings, I think after the effort me and Colin Prince put in at Battle Lines, we deserve a tag team title shot. And I have a bone to pick with one half of them. So, darlings, I bid you a very, very warm go fuck yourself.
Well, some harsh words by the Fabulous Furious Freaks and from Chris Princess. I guess next week, we're going to see Edward Bronson attempt to lock in the cloak breaker on Colin Prince. I mean, all the respect in the world to Colin as a competitor, but in what right mind would you have to be to want to be locked in the cloak breaker?
I'm really with you on that one. I appreciate Colin Prince's willingness to obey Chris Princess, but I really have a lot of, I would say, hesitation to kind of be one to put myself in that spot. So I hope he knows what he's doing. But up next, we have another fantastic contest, of course, for that Supremacy Cup that we're all excited about. Kaylin versus Olivia Mistral.
Yes, both these women part of the Vindication Women's Battle Lines team, the team that came up short at Battle Lines. And you've got to feel both of them are looking for a bit of retribution here tonight.
The following match is set for one fall and is part of the Supremacy Cup. Introducing first, weighing 150 pounds, from Manhattan, New York, representing DJC, Kaylin.
And here comes Kaylin, of course, representing the DGC. She will, of course, be the first DGC member to have a match here in the Supremacy Cup this year. And the question is, will she be able to represent her group, her team, especially now that the Black Rose has returned, that I would say probably has a very watchful eye over everything that is going to transpire in the course of this tournament.
And her opponents, representing the Church of Steel, weighing 150 pounds, from Bogota, Colombia, Olivia Mistral.
Here comes the star chaser, Olivia Mistral, and right now she's chasing a shot at any title she wants at Endgame. And if she wins the Supremacy Cup, she gets just that. She can challenge again for the Vindication Women's title. She could go for the Nemesis and challenge for the Nemesis Women's title. Or she could go for the Openweight title. Hell, I'm sure if she wanted to, she could challenge for the tag titles. The point is, Olivia Mistral is chasing a golden opportunity here for not just her, but for a little bit of extra luck to come in the way of the Church of Steel.
Yeah, and of course, she has scored some essential victories, some essential title wins over the course of her career. She is relatively close to becoming a Triple Crown champion. That could be the end goal here at Endgame if she's able to get the victory in the Supremacy Cup, and she's certainly starting off strong with that big bulldog against Kaylin.
Absolutely is now. Kaylin sent it to the corner by Olivia Mistral. Irish whip into the other corner, just throwing her across the ring. Kaylin having none of it. Sweeps the leg, Johnny, and there goes Olivia.
Ooh, but the boot across the face is definitely going to say a little bit something different in terms of changing the momentum in this match. Turns her around, but with a boot of her own, Kaylin sends Olivia flying halfway across the ring.
And I will say, all the credit in the world to Olivia Mistral, but Kaylin has been looking extra impressive these past few weeks, ever since it sort of got into Battle Line season. I think Kaylin knew that the Supremacy Cup was on the horizon. She knew she needed to start showing up and showing out if she wanted to get a spot in the tournament, and she did just that and earned herself her spot.
It was those 2 wins over Marilyn Benson that I think really impressed the entirety of not only the CWL universe, but also someone who actually knows about wrestling, myself. And I gotta say, prior to those wins, prior to those matches, I would have called Kaylin's chances in this match a little bit dubious. But I gotta say, she's maybe even elevated herself to being the favorite in this contest against Olivia Mistral.
She very well could be. As Olivia Mistral now going for an early cover. We saw in the first match with Yuri Nishimura and Daniel Wright, you want to get this match over quickly. This is not a tournament where you want to be having, 5, 7, 10-minute matches every week. You want to be ending it quickly and moving on to the next one. Even a quick loss might be better than going 10 minutes and getting a win, just because you conserve that energy for the next rounds.
I agree completely. I think what we saw from Yui Nishimura is exactly what all of these competitors should be aiming for. A quick victory, pulling out all the stops right from the beginning, giving yourself as much time as possible to recover while absorbing as little offense as possible. But I have a feeling that these two are going to drag this thing out a little bit longer because they are just going hell to metal right to the beginning.
Absolutely. It's now both these women, neither one getting a secure advantage off the rip. Goes for the rolling elbow, not able to land it, connects with the elbow right to the jaw, and now sends her into the corner. Does Mistral, goes for the monkey flip, but Kaylin moves out of the way.
Now up on the top rope here. Oh, what's she going for, perhaps? Oh my goodness, look at that!
That victory roll right off the top, and not hooking the leg, still looking to do even more damage to Olivia Mistral as she locks in the one-night stand.
Oh, absolutely flips her off her feet here. Oh, we know what she's looking for here. Going to the top rope, looking for something huge. That frog splash from the top.
The frog splash connects flush across the chest of Olivia Mistral. And now Olivia, though, backbreaker into the neckbreaker combo.
I gotta say, I think we were all expecting her to go for that cardiac arrest, but perhaps she kind of thought that Olivia Mistral might anticipate it and decided to mix up her offense a little bit.
Very well, that could have been the strategy. I mean, we know Kaylin, we talked about, before strategy in this. Kaylin showing some expert strategy there, but now she's getting caught up and she's going to be facing some shuttle sickness here as Olivia Mistral connects with that TKO.
And she might be knocked out cold. Look at that. She's not even moving.
Into the cover to secure 2 points. No, not enough.
Hands on the head. She can't believe it. Picks up Kaylin. Maybe looking to fire back with a little bit more offense. Oh, but look at that. Caught flush on the jaw with that forearm strike. Kick to the gut.
And now,
cutter.
Maki of the last breath. Kaylin looking to end this one here. And she gets it.
That Dragon Sleeper is so devastating, especially when immediately prior, you just had your face smashed on the canvas. What a win for Kaylin, and what a way to get a victory in this initial Supremacy Cup match.
Absolutely.
The winner of the match, Kaylin.
Kaylin with a monumental win, a good start to the Supremacy Cup this season. You've got to feel wants to keep that roll going. As she doesn't know who she's going to be facing next, but I'm sure she knows that, she's got the advantage whenever she goes into that match with Marilyn Benson, as she will be going into a match with Marilyn Benson at some point. But now, we go on to an interesting contest here. Catherine Love, the last surviving member of the Vindication Women's Battle Lines team, is being forced to defend her title, the Openweight Championship, against Lady Britannia here tonight.
These are two incredibly technical-minded competitors, and Lady Britannia, I feel like I never see enough from her, so I'm really excited to see if she's able to capitalize on this opportunity and win the Openweight Championship.
We see her coming down now. She earned this spot by knocking off Yui Nishimura the week before her big title match with Vox. She sort of showed that she can be that disruptor in the ranks here of Vindication, and what a disruption it would be if she could knock off Catherine Love here tonight.
I mean, when I look at Lady Britannia, the way she acts, the way she moves, I feel like she's really inspired by kind of the original punk rock scene in the United Kingdom back in the day, and that's kind of, I feel like she brings that into her attitude, she brings that into her matches, she brings that into the way that she approaches the world, and I think that she's going to bring that kind of devil-may-care, hardcore attitude here to this match with Catherine Love, and I think that, quite frankly, if Catherine Love isn't prepared for it, it could be her undoing.
We saw that with Yui Nishimura. She went in probably very confident given the fact that she had that title match coming up, and then Lady Britannia knocked her off her perch with one Geordie driver. That's all it takes for her to end a match.
Now our champion making her way down to the ring, Catherine Love, with that beautiful Openweight Championship secured around her waist. I mean, she looks to be holding on to this thing after tonight, and quite frankly, I think the odds are in fact in her favor, although I gotta say, I'm expecting to see a lot out of Lady Britannia as well. This one's not going to be close.
No, this is one where it's going to be quite difficult to call who's going to go into this one, because yes, Lady Britannia has the momentum, but Catherine Love, I mean, she's the Triple Crown. You know, she led Team Vindication for a reason, even though it was to a loss. She was the last surviving member for a reason. And I don't think she's just going to let Lady Britannia steamroll her and win the title. But anything can happen in the CWL, and don't be surprised if Lady Britannia walks out of here with that title.
I mean, no matter which way this thing goes, Lady Britannia or Catherine Love, I promise you this thing is going to be an all-out, to coin a phrase, a slobber knocker, if you will. These two are going to go as hard as they can to secure that championship gold, and I'm very excited to see it.
I am as well, as this one gets underway.
The following match is set for one fall and is for the Openweight Championship. Introducing first, the challenger, weighing 120 pounds, from Newcastle upon Tyne, England, Lady Britannia. And your champion, weighing 132 pounds, from Boston, Massachusetts, your Openweight champion, Catherine Love.
And there we see Catherine Love handing over that title. And Lady Britannia, this is her first title match proper in the CWL. And what a legacy it would create if she could pick up the win.
Alexandra, I hate to say this, but I didn't even think of that. You're absolutely right. The stakes are so high right now for Lady Britannia. This is her first proper title challenge. You're completely correct. And look at that, starting it off strong with that Hurricane Rana.
Yes, and I mean, we saw it's not her first title match after all. She did actually, I think it might be her first title match. Am I the asshole?
Whatever it is going to be exciting, but it is certainly not going initially the way that Lady Britannia wanted. She's caught with that headlock driver, driving her forehead right into the canvas, but following it up, gets another one of those beautiful Hurricane Ranas, sending Catherine Love all the way out of the ring.
I mean, and I mean this with all the respect in the world to your Starjammer teammate and Lady Yui Nishimura, but I think Lady Britannia is realizing that a title match against Catherine Love has a bit more of a ferocity to it than your standard match here on Vindication. And I think she's finding that out firsthand.
Yeah, absolutely. She's getting just the arms cranked back and the knee pushed into the spine. You know, if Kyler Love continues this offense, she could separate the vertebrae of Lady Britannia. What a devastating development that would be in the course of this match and make it very difficult for Lady Britannia to press the offense, especially to deliver that Geordie driver, which requires so much lifting power.
Absolutely, but at the same time, we've seen Lady Britannia take a beating and just keep it going. I mean, Yui Nishimura hit that #1 hit like 3 or 4 times in that match against Lady Britannia, and she kept coming back. I think it's going to take a lot for Catherine Love to put her away.
I think that speaks to her roots. I think it speaks to her inspirations. I think it speaks to her passion for wrestling and for winning. But it's not quite enough to let her press the advantage here against Catherine Love as she's caught with that sharp DDT, spiking her right into the canvas.
Oh, lateral press, not able to get more than a 1 count here as the champion starts to take control. And I think both these women have to be eyeing the Supremacy Cup quite closely. Lady Britannia eyeing it because she knows that if it wasn't for this title match, she might very well be in the cup. But because she's getting the shot, the openweight title, she doesn't get a chance. So she needs to make this match count. And as well, if you're Catherine Love, you also have to be eyeing it up because if you are champion all the way until endgame, one of these women are going to might be coming for your title.
Absolutely. I would say this is a very a nerve-wracking time to be a women's champion here in CWL. But tossed up against the ropes. Landed with that kick. Oh, just sending her halfway across the ring with that.
Many people discount the power of Lady Britannia because she's a bit more of a smaller competitor, but she is bringing out the strength where it counts.
That might have been the most brutal powerbomb I've ever seen. Stacked her up right on the back of the neck. That I might vomit.
And now just wrenching on the neck, continuing to weaken it, is Lady Britannia setting her up for that Geordie driver. And I mean, I've got to wonder if she hits that Geordie driver, that might be all she wrote. It might just need to take 1 to put away Catherine Love.
Well, she's looking to have the pieces fall into place here. She's setting up for the diving neck breaker. The question is, has Catherine Love done her research? Oh, apparently not enough, as she's able to catch her beautifully with that.
Oh, but the adrenaline coursing through the veins of Catherine Love, immediately back to her feet, traps the arm, but Lady Britannia, the shots to the kidney there. And now we're going to set her up. Do we have a new champion here if she hits this?
She's got it. She's got it locked in. The Geordie. Oh, wait. Yeah, she's going for the Geordie driver. Nails her right on the back of the neck.
And now Lady Britannia, she just needs to get to the cover, and we might very well have a new champion. Hooks the leg. Lady Britannia, she does it.
My God, Lady Britannia is the openweight champion. We have a title change here on Vindication.
And if you ever need proof that anything can happen in the CWL, look right here. One Geordie driver, and now Lady Britannia goes from someone who was sort of just treading water on Vindication to becoming a champion. That's how quickly everything could turn around. What a victory for Lady Britannia.
The winner of the match and your new openweight champion, Lady Britannia.
Holding that title above her head, celebrating the victory, the Supremacy Cup just became a lot more important for Lady Britannia. She's going to have to keep her eyes on that very closely. And the question is, now that she's won that title, what's next for her?
Very true. I mean, a lot of hungry people on every brand looking for a shot at that title. You've got to feel a lot of people that feel left out by the Supremacy Cup.
Oh, hold on. We know who this is.
Speaking of one of them, Taylor Jones, not included in the Supremacy Cup, not included on the Battle Lines team. And maybe she's looking to stake a claim here to be the first challenger for that belt.
Perhaps she feels slighted. Perhaps she's just hungry for a little bit of gold. and Lady Britannia definitely has a target on her back considering that she is a rookie title holder in CWL. Exactly the content of what Taylor Jones is here to say or here to do, I think we're about to find out.
I mean, whatever it is, I don't think it's good.
Especially for Lady Britannia.
And a cheap shot there by Taylor Jones.
Almost takes her head off with that lariat.
And this is low even for Taylor Jones as she connects with another lariat. I mean, we've seen Lady Britannia earn her way up the ranks, earn the respect of the CWLUniverse. And now Taylor Jones coming out by here, ringside, grabbing a chair, and this is not looking good for the openweight champion.
Oh, maybe she's looking to get Hillmanized here right in the center of the CWL ring. But Amber Arcade looking to make the save.
And Amber Arcade chasing off Taylor Jones, the tag team partner of Lady Britannia. And you've got to feel that Taylor Jones has definitely struck a nerve with these two.
I mean, all of these women still floating around each other and that openweight championship. You got to think that there will be serious developments in the near future. Oh, but up next, we have something that I have been looking forward to all night. Our new Vindication heavyweight champion, Pistolero versus Austin Wolf. Ugh, this is perfect.
Both these men, I was going to say both these men's team, but Pistolero competing and winning the Vindication World Championship at Battle Lines 4. Austin Wolf, I mean, you've got to feel this is the opportunity of a lifetime. If he could knock off Pistolero, we saw what happened for Lady Britannia. Maybe that could happen for Austin Wolf.
Yeah, I just wanna be the greatest. Everybody knows my name, shit. I'ma have this whole fucking game list.
Following
With the
match
same
is
wit,
set
and I'm gonna
for
be
one
famous.
fall.
Ain't nobody able to delay
Introducing
this.
first,
Coming up out of
representing
this to make it.
Starjammer,
To me, nothing
LLC,
else is the place. It's in
weighing
class.
185 pounds, from Allentown, Pennsylvania, your Vindication Heavyweight Champion, Pistolero.
Pistolero now with his newfound prize over his shoulder, making his way down to the ring. And I'm sure you're quite proud that that title is back within the ranks of Starjammer LLC.
It is back where it rightfully belongs, over the shoulder of someone on my payroll. Look, I am very, very happy with my investment in Pistolero. He made it clear to the CWLUniverse that he was looking for a sponsor, he was looking for some money, he was looking for a paycheck, and I was more than happy to provide it. And look at what it has done for not only myself, but also for the man himself right here, Pistolero, holding up that title that he has earned, that he deserves, that he is going to hold for the foreseeable future.
Absolutely. And, I mean, who am I to argue? He definitely proved it by beating two of the top men on Vindication at Battle Lines. But there's always another challenger on the horizon, and I guess the big question right now, and what we might figure out here tonight, is who is next for Pistolero?
Yeah, I just wanna be the greatest. Yeah. And I just wanna be famous. Yeah.
And his opponent, representing the Sons of Fenrir, weighing 118 pounds, from Mexico, Austin Wolf.
And Jay,
Here
I
he
know
comes.
Austin. I'll let
Here
you
he comes, Austin Wolf, looking to have Pistolero perhaps say nighty-night tonight, but I don't think it's going to happen if I'm being honest.
I mean, it would definitely be an upset. I'm not going to say it wouldn't. But at the same time, you know, if tonight has proved anything, it's that anything is possible in the CWL. And if a win here over Pistolero was to happen for Austin Wolf, imagine what that would do for the career trajectory of Austin Wolf. I mean, he could get a shot at maybe the YouTube title or even the World Championship. We saw it happen for Lady Britannia. It could happen for him.
Austin Wolf, he's definitely going to put it all on the line here tonight. The question is, will that be enough of someone who is basically the perfect professional wrestler in the form of Pistolero?
It's gonna, I guess that's what we're about to find out, is it enough to put Pistolero away? Is that lariat clocks him? And now, just tossing around Pistolero. Not many men of any size can manhandle Pistolero like that, but Austin Wolf right now is doing just that right now.
But caught with the elbows right here to the side of the head, picks him up, oh look at that, and slams him down. It's been said before, but if you could build a wrestler from the ground up, it would look a lot like Pistolero.
And right now, Pistolero just bringing the fight to Austin Wolf, taking his moments to strike like a viper in the grass, and now continuing to target him with the strikes.
Getting ready for it. And you got to think that he is looking for, perhaps, setting up later in this match, the 3 deadliest letters in professional wrestling. CWK, that cruiserweight killer that is definitely going to be able to put Austin Wolf away should he be able to hit it.
And here's the thing, is that it can come out of absolutely nowhere, that CWK. And if he hits it, it could be, I think it would spell the end for Austin Wolf. But Austin Wolf, to his credit, has done a good job of keeping this thing even at the moment. But he needs to be careful not to burn up in the light of Pistolero.
Now here we go. Got him down. Austin Wolf hearing the voices of the CWL universe ringing throughout the arena in his head.
And now Austin Wolf just laying in the beatdown, though, on Pistolero right now. Just those rapid-fire punches into the cover, looking for it. No, only a 1 count. Pistolero, definitely one of the more powerful wrestlers here in the CWL. It's going to take a lot to keep him down.
Well, here we go. Oh, look at that! Caught with the shot to the gut. Pistolero so aware, so conscious of everything in his surrounding area, not to take anything from Austin Wolf. Look, he's putting up a great fight here, but I think he's just a little bit outclassed by Pistolero in this contest.
And I mean, here we see the Northern Lights suplex into the Brainbuster, and there we go. Vintage Pistolero. And I've got to say, as someone who's been, oh wait a second, into the cover, hook with the leg, 1, 2, no. But as someone who's been following Pistolero's career ever since his debut here in CWL, to see the evolution of Pistolero has been truly a sight to see. And now we're going to see him probably put him away, like you said, the 3 most dangerous letters in the CWL, the CWK.
Popping him up and slamming him down. Slithering over for the pinfall. 1, 2, and that's the end of Austin Wolf tonight.
I mean, there's nothing you can say that Pistolero has truly proven himself to be a fighting champion and a dominant one at that. All the credit in the world to Austin Wolf for trying, he fought his heart out in this match, but at the end of the day, he just could not keep pace with our world champion.
So they doubt me, they don't know nothing about me. So the mouth free, I'm a soon better watch out now, see?
And I just wanna be famous.
The winner of the match, Pistolero.
And I just wanna be famous.
And
Pistolero with the big time win. And you've got to think, what is next for Pistolero? And I think the snake on the shirt says it best. He is a viper waiting to strike whoever comes next for his
At Battle
crown.
Lines, things didn't go the way it should have. Zistro, Zyro, and Max got the win they didn't deserve. They walked away with what some would say a fluke win. However, you all probably expected me to come out here and talk about how the church should have won, and that perhaps the three were handed a pity win over the church. No, por eso no estoy aquí. That's not why I'm here. I'm here to tell you that I'm officially finished with Zyro, I'm finished with Zistro, y especialmente ya acabé con Max. I'm here because something caught my eye. A particular match that involved two, as some would say, legends, leyendas de CWL. The two that I'm talking about are Ricky Valentine and Michael Young. However, I'm only interested in one of them, Ricky Valentine. Te estoy llamando. I'm calling you out. Michael Young might have put you in the coffin, but I'm ready to nail it shut. As the nuevo orgullo de Mexico, it's time for this rising star to put down one of the many CWL legends, and I'll do it with no hesitation whatsoever. Ricky Valentine, te espero tu respuesta.
As we see El Guerrieri calling out, it seems, Ricky Valentine. As that is, if that match is to happen, that would be a main event anywhere in the world. But right now, our main event is our final Supremacy Cup match of the night. Marilyn Benson versus Valencia. Two people who've been in rocky waters as of late, looking to right the ship. And a big win in their first match of the Supremacy Cup would do just that.
And I would say going into this season, these are the two people who I would say were at the top of their games, destroying people in and out every single week, and now it's a little bit murky.
The main event of Vindication is set for one fall and is part of the Supremacy Cup. Introducing first, weighing 130 pounds, from Salem, Massachusetts. She is a serious wrestler, Marilyn Benson.
And Marilyn Benson looking to defeat Valencia once again this season, as these two clashed for the openweight title earlier this year. But I've got to ask, Benson's been on a losing streak as of late. Is this the same Benson that was the openweight champion that defended against Valencia?
And her opponent, representing the fabulous, furious Freaks, weighing 135 pounds, from San Jose, California, Valencia.
Valencia makes her way down to the ring. This representative of the fabulous Furious Freaks is looking to, I say, make a statement here. Make a statement here in the Supremacy Cup and make a statement here against Marilyn Benson that she has returned to kind of the ways that she once was, the dominance that she embodied in CWL. She is looking to get there once again, and she is going to start off that hit list here tonight with Marilyn Benson.
And I mean, we've seen her continue that dominance in other companies. In Wildfire Pro Wrestling, she is the reigning undisputed women's champion there. But here in CWL, she's been on the lacking side of things. And you've got to feel that maybe this is the fire to light under her to get her, that spot in the top of the card again.
It could very well be, and I think she's looking here not just to convince the CWLUniverse that she has kind of returned back to that dominance that you were talking about in Wildfire, but maybe also to convince herself. I mean, she's been posting these daily facts with Valencia, right, on Twitter, and it just seems like it's not only a show for everyone else looking in, but I feel like it's almost like a mantra, spurring herself onwards towards the opportunity granted by the Supremacy Cup if she's able to survive all the way until the finals.
I mean, we've talked all night about how the Supremacy Cup winner has won every time they've gone to Endgame. Valencia, on the other hand, has never won at Endgame. Despite all her accomplishments, despite all her achievements, she has never won at the biggest show of the year. And you've got to feel that this could be maybe the boost she needs.
And I believe we were just about to see what you have referred to, what you have nicknamed the Benson Blitz. She started off huge with that leaping clothesline, now follows up with that kneeling jawbreaker. Oh, but look at that. Valencia saw that move coming and caught her in that fireman's carry. Hooks her up. Beautiful suplex and turns it around.
And I think Maylin Benson is going to be the person to watch on the Vindication block for this tournament because as we go into recovery here, maybe I'm wrong, but we've seen the Benson Blitz before. And I think given the nature of this tournament, it's even more deadly. Because the matches, they are more fast-paced. They are going to be quicker. And Maylin Benson, that's just her normal speed, is getting in there and getting the match over with.
You know what? I gotta say, I completely agree. She is a natural fit for the Supremacy Cup tournament. And you know what? Right there, that is some top-tier wrestling analysis. Great job, Alexander Shaw. I'm proud of you. One day you'll even be as good as me. But here we go, Valencia ramming the head again and again into that top turnbuckle, and now sending her flailing to the mat.
And now, pops her up, catches her with the Hurricane Rana, does Maylin Benson. And Maylin Benson has been on fire since the opening bell.
That was such quick thinking for Marilyn Benson to turn that around in midair into a Hurricane Rana. But look at that knee strike right across the jaw.
And now Valencia just being almost slow and methodical with their pace. And now turning it over into that, I was going to say a single leg Boston Crab, but no, instead going for a bit of a knee bar. And Maylin Benson tried to reach the ropes, but could not get a firm grab on them as just touching the ropes or just being under the ropes is not enough here in the CWL. You need to have a firm grasp on that hold.
Colossal DDT, planting her head right into the mat. Hooks her up. Into the corner.
And now, wait a second. I think was looking for some vintage Benson there out of the corner, but Benson able to escape those elbow shots right to the eardrum, and now looking to put her on the top rope here.
Valencia's got to be careful. She knows how devastating it can be on the receiving end of this, but she's going for it. She's got it locked in. Going for first the superplex. Nails it, and then following up with
the Falcon Arrow vintage Benson.
And nobody kicks out of the Falcon Arrow, but it looks like she's not bothering because she's setting up for it. Boom. The Arc's End.
The Arc's End. Into the cover. Maylin Benson, the Benson Blitz has been executed, and it has secured the win for Maylin Benson. And I said they were the one to watch, and they might be the pick to win the whole thing with that win over Valencia.
Getting that win in, I would say, similar time to Yui Nishimura, and what an end to a tremendous match.
The winner of the main event, Marilyn Benson.
Well, the Supremacy Cup has certainly gotten to a hot start here on Vindication. But that is all for tonight. I have been Alexandra Shaw. I have been joined at this commentary desk by Jay Scott. And we bid you a very farewell adieu.